It's kind of wild to think about, but most of us talk to robots every single day. And a lot of the time, we don't even realize it. They're called chatbots, of course, and they have quietly become this huge piece of technology in our lives. So today, we're going to pull back the curtain on how they actually work, and maybe more importantly, how they're completely changing the way we all communicate.
So let me just ask you straight up. Have you talked to a robot today? Now before you say, no way, just think for a second about the last time you were online. Yeah, odds are you probably have. Let's just imagine for a second you're trying to order some flowers online. You might get a little pop-up chat window with Flora, the local Flora's chatbot. Now Flora isn't a person, but she can instantly tell you the shop's hours or check if they've got any roses in stock.
And that simple little chat with Flora, well, that's just one tiny example of how chatbots have become this normal, almost invisible part of our digital lives.
I mean, you'll find them absolutely everywhere, acting as these quiet little digital assistants. They're there when you're impatiently checking on a package, trying to figure out if a store has your size, getting a quick bank balance, or even booking a doctor's appointment without ever having to pick up the phone. Okay, so how does Flora the flower bot actually understand what you're asking for and spit out the perfect answer? It feels super seamless, right? But underneath, there's this really fascinating piece of tech that's way more complex than it looks. The secret ingredient here is something called natural language processing, or NLP. You can think of it as the engine that lets a computer make sense of the messy, kind of unpredictable way we humans talk and type. It translates our words into a structured command it can actually do something with. It's all about figuring out your intent, not just the words red roses, but the goal. I want to buy some red roses.
And it all happens in this lightning-fast, four-step digital dance. First, you send your message. Hey, you got any red roses? Second, that message hits the cloud, where NLP figures out what you want. Third, the system pings its database, in this case, the florist's live inventory. And boom, fourth, a reply is sent right back to you in seconds. Yep, we've got 24 in stock.
And because this whole process happens in the cloud, these chatbots are incredibly versatile. A business can plug the very same bot into its website, its Facebook page, or even its automated phone system. It's the same brain, just in different places.
Now, this technical foundation is what unlocks what you could call the chatbot's business superpower. It really explains why so many companies, from tiny little shops to giant global banks, are jumping on this technology so fast.
And this is where you can really see the incredible range of what they can do. On one hand, you've got Flora at a small flower shop, freeing up the owner to actually arrange flowers and do creative work. And on the other, you have Bertie at a massive bank, securely verifying your account balance at 3 in the morning. It's the exact same core technology, just powering two completely different worlds.
And what's truly mind-blowing is just how accessible this all is. For simple tasks, a business can get a chatbot up and running in as little as an hour. Seriously, think about that. What used to take months of development can now be deployed in less time than it takes to watch a movie. That's a total game changer.
That's because you just don't need to be a coding genius anymore. A lot of modern platforms let you program a chatbot just by typing in plain English, like telling it, hey, just so you know, our store hours are 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. It's that simple.
So this incredible accessibility, it's driving a massive shift, removing way beyond just simple questions and answers. This is about fundamentally reshaping the entire way businesses and their customers talk to each other.
A really great way to think about it is that chatbots are becoming digital employees. They're designed to handle all the routine, repetitive stuff, which then frees up the human teams to focus on the things that actually require creativity, empathy, and some real complex problem solving.
What this is really doing is democratizing automation. Because the costs are so low and the setup is so simple, a local corner store can now offer the same 24/7 instant customer service that a giant multinational corporation can. It's leveling the playing field in real time.
And the end result of all of this is a huge, fundamental shift in what we as customers even expect from businesses anymore. The standards for what good service looks like are changing right in front of us.
So what does this automated future, which, let's be honest, is already pretty much here, actually look like? Well, it means the old rulebook for how we interact with businesses is being completely rewritten.
As customers, we now just expect 24/7 availability. We expect instant answers. We want to be able to serve ourselves for simple things. And, this one is critical, we expect the information to be trustworthy and accurate. A chatbot that can confirm your order only after checking the live inventory isn't just a cool tool, it's a trust-building machine.
Ultimately, when you boil it all down, the goal here is to perfectly blend powerful, efficient automation with natural, human-like communication. We want the speed of a machine, but with the ease of talking to a person.
Which leaves us with a pretty fascinating final question to chew on. As these chatbots get smarter, more integrated into everything we do, and, well, more human, what's next?